What's going on, everybody? My name's Solar Eclipse 104. Again, another pretty late upload, but you know, that's the normal for me right now. And for some reason, like, there's no fire going on in my backyard or in the yards around me, but my room smells like fire. So yeah, that's pretty hot. I hope you all enjoy this story. It is about the time that a teacher that I knew that was actually really nice, but I guess looks can be deceiving because he ended up choking a student. But yeah, that's all I'll tell you right now. But anyways, let's get into this. So this takes place back in 7th grade, so 2 years ago right now for me. And a little bit of background information before we start this. My school, it has classes for people like probably you and me, and then it also has people that are from other countries that need to learn English, and then it also has special needs classes. And I'll probably put in one more extra bit of information. This teacher that ended up taking these actions was in my 6th grade science class because he was our main substitute, and we had him pretty much the whole year. But yeah, I've rambled on long enough about that information. So yeah, I'm gonna delay the inevitable and start telling the story. So my day started off any other day, going to school a little bit late, do everything, hang out with friends, have lunch, go to the bathroom, hang out with my friends some more, and then leave. But I guess on this particular day, the teacher wasn't really having the best of days, which honestly was really surprising because when he was my substitute in 6th grade, my class was terrible, and not once did he snap, but I guess this one kid just pushed him over the limit and eventually caused him to snap. But on this normal day, that I thought was normal at least, what had ended up happening was one of the special needs kids, I'm pretty sure it was a Spanish guy though, but basically he was in his class with the rest of his class, you know, doing regular school stuff, or at least that's what he was supposed to be doing, but I guess he wasn't, because this teacher, let's call him Mr. Fan. Mr. Fan was either pushed to the limit by this kid, or he was just having a bad day and he took it out on him. And honestly, I hope it was the first one, but I wouldn't be surprised if it were the second reason either. Only because other teachers are so much like that and they don't end up choking kids because of it though. But I'm gonna tell you guys both sides of this story. So we're gonna start off with Mr. Fan's side. Basically what he said was the student came after him, and we're gonna start calling the student John, by the way. So Mr. Fan said that John came after him, which, you know, that's pretty believable. I mean, it's happened before at my school. I mean, there have been fights at 7 in the morning. So, you know, pretty viable option. But Mr. Fan's credibility kinda goes down after a little bit because he had ended up choking him by putting both of his hands around his neck and having him pinned to the ground. And I guess he was being pinned so hard and choked so hard that he had bruises around his neck. And after the whole thing happened, his face was blue and purple, or purple and blue, or just one of those colors. Alright, so that was Mr. Fan's side of the story. Now, I'm pretty sure we call him John, but John's side of the story now was basically what I said earlier. I guess he was just being a normal teenager, you know, just purposely getting the teachers mad at him because he's probably like me and very satirical. But eventually, I guess he just pushed this teacher over his limit because I guess he had been having a bad day earlier because I guess he got some bad news. But with Mr. Fan mad already, and John, as we called him before, just not really caring about anything, I guess it pushed this teacher, Mr. Fan, to his breaking point. And eventually, one part that is the same within both of these stories, as we said with Mr. Fan's side of the story, he ended up choking John, as we called him. As I've said this before, he ended up choking him until his neck was bruised and his face was purple. And yeah, so Mr. Fan ended up getting fired. I mean, I would hope he would at least, which honestly I know he was. And you know, there was this whole like court case trial thing about him doing this, which is the only reason why I know his side of it. The other kid's side I only know because I know somebody who was in that class and saw the whole thing unfold. Or at least I hope that's what they saw and they weren't just lying. But anyway, that is how a teacher at my school choked out a student. Moral of the story is, if you know your teacher's having a bad day and you know he can get angry pretty quickly at you, don't be satirical around him. I mean, it's for the greater good, right? But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and show some appreciation and leave a like. And if you're new, go ahead and sub. I mean, it would be great if you did. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.